Hello, everybody. Today's going to be a little bit different because I didn't meet anybody yesterday, and so I don't really have anybody to talk about. So what I thought I would do is to share a few thoughts on what I have learned so far during this little experiment. And the first thing that I've learned is that for me, I really need to focus on meeting somebody. That meeting somebody doesn't happen by chance for me, and that I really need to be focused on it. It's real easy to have, a couple quick sentences with somebody, but it's not really a conversation. You really don't learn anything about him. For example, the other day I was in Starbucks and needed to use the restroom, and there was actually a line for the men's room. I know that's pretty shocking for the ladies out there listening, but there actually was a line. So I talked to the person who was in front of me in the line, and I asked if the gentleman who was in the bathroom had been in there for a while, and he said, yeah. So my response was, well, I'm glad you're next then. So anyway, he, a little bit of chuckle about that, exchanged a couple bathroom jokes. I shared with him about a time that I was at a comedy store in the city, and there was a huge line for the ladies' room during a break between comedians, and there was no line at all for the men's room. So a woman, very bold, decided, she just walked into the men's room. About 10 seconds later, she walked out. She said, "That is disgusting," and went and got to the rear of the line of the ladies' room. So exchanging a couple things like that is not having a conversation. That's not engaging in conversation. So the first thing is I need to be focused. The second thing is finding people who might have similar interests. So if I'm on a walk, we have a very similar interest already. We're walking, we're exercising. If they have a dog, I have a dog. It's an easy way to get a conversation started. One of the things that I had read at one point in my life years ago, and I never followed the advice, of course, is that if you have a chance, and this was about being at parties, if you have a chance to talk to somebody who's in a group or to talk to somebody who is alone, always choose the person who's alone, because they're happy to be engaged in a conversation. They're no longer alone. But if you join a group, you could possibly be intruding among intimate friends. But when I'm doing this, I always have in mind the creepy factor. And going up to what I learned this week is that not only is it possible for men my age to creep out younger women, it's easy to creep out younger men. So the whole idea of them being alone, engaging somebody who's alone in conversation, you need to be leery of. I am not somebody who has been very good, as I mentioned on the last video, of taking cues from people when they are being creeped out. Told you about the fellow who a couple days ago who multiple times told me that boxing was one of his hobbies. So I should have taken that as a cue. So two things that I've learned: find somebody who has something in common, even if it's very mundane, and keep in mind the creep factor. So have a great day. Go meet somebody. Talk to you soon.